Hey lovelies, you're welcome back to Reviews and Recaps. You guys know I always say that Martel is unhinged and he is proving me right. Martel decided to violate the no contact order with Melody Shari and now he is facing the consequences. I want to talk about it, but I also want to talk about how Martel continues to violate the court orders. And I just feel like, when is enough going to be enough? Let's not forget, in the custody case, allegedly, he was meant to do a psychiatric evaluation. As far as we know, he hasn't done that. Now, I don't know if he has now done it, but as far as we know, he hasn't done that allegedly. So if that's really the case, this man has a continuous behavior of ignoring court orders. I don't know anyone who doesn't take the court seriously. Is it because he knows certain people within the system? Like, what is it about Martel that makes him feel like he can get away with behaving in this way? If you're new to this channel, you're welcome. Please make sure you hit that subscribe button and tap that bell button right next to it so you know every single time that I post. Please like, share, and also let me know what you guys think. Do you think Martel is unhinged? Let me know now before you watch the video, okay? Now let's get into it. An article came out on Urban Bell 2 days ago, and I want to talk about it. It literally draws attention to the fact that this past Friday, an Alabama judge heard a motion from the Huntsville, Alabama district attorney to revoke his bond order. Now, if you guys remember, Martel was convicted of the DV, harassing communications, which he appealed. But as a result of the conviction, there's basically terms of the bond, right? One of the terms was that he shouldn't contact Melody unless it was regarding their custody of the children. Well, that did not stop Martel because he still contacted Melody. And I'm just going to read this part of the article that says, despite this ruling, the Huntsville, Alabama district attorney detailed in the motion that Martel or Martel's associates continuously contacted Melody about matters outside of their divorce agreement. Apparently, the district attorney even gave an example of when Martel demanded to know why Melody went to see the DA in their office. One thing this man has is audacity. There is a no contact order in place, yet you continuously contact this woman. At this point, it is obsession because there is a court order. You were convicted of this crime. You chose to appeal, yet you have chosen not to stick to the court order and comply with it. Who does that but someone who doesn't think there will be consequences? I feel like Martel has gotten away with so much for so long that he truly believes that no one can check him. Somehow in his twisted mind, he feels like there is no one that can check him. Somehow in his twisted mind, he feels like I can get away with whatever I want to do. I feel justified in this. Now, this is my opinion. Everything I say in this video is alleged, and it's in my opinion and for entertainment purposes and the purposes of critique. Now, let me get back into it, okay? My thing is, how did he even know she was in front of the DA and had to go to the DA's office? How? Who said what? Who said that? In the words of Portia Williams, who said that? Like, no, but seriously, on a more serious note, how did he know? Only reason he would know is if someone snitched to him, someone told him, or he was following her in some way. It begs the question, does he have a tracking device on her? Is he following her to places? If he's following her or has a tracking device, either one is not acceptable. And also, does he have other people, perhaps in the DA's office, that are out here telling him what's happening with his case? If that's the case, that's not acceptable either. If I read the court, it says the victim met with the undersigned on this date to discuss the upcoming trial. After the victim left my office, defendant contacted her demanding to know why she was here. The victim feels threatened and in fear for her safety now that she is possibly being watched by defendant or someone close to defendant. People constantly make out Melody to be an issue, but let me be clear. Why wouldn't she be on guard if she's dealing with the likes of Martel? Imagine Martel's friends are also surveilling her and following her and feeding back to Martel. It's not very far-fetched. Of course she's going to be on guard because now she knows people are looking for information to go back and give to Martel. Let's not forget when she talked about going to check in on Destiny and Destiny tried to record her. I'ma just say allegedly. What if that is also a bid to feed Martel information? If I was Melody, I would be on guard as well. I would not trust none of these people. Nobody associated with Martel. Nobody that continues to associate with Martel. Everybody will be dropped. I feel like people don't realize, but this man is a danger. Anyone that cannot leave his ex-wife alone and is following her everywhere or getting people to follow her and stalk her and harass her is a problem. He's a danger to the society. Imagine this wasn't someone who is popular or can even afford security. Imagine this person is a regular woman. Imagine Melody is a regular woman who has no security, who has no money to be able to afford security. And you have an ex that is stalking you, harassing you, watching you everywhere, knows your whereabouts. Wouldn't you be worried? Wouldn't you be concerned for your safety and the safety of your children? I'm even surprised that they are still letting him have contact with the children. Anyone that can do this is a danger. If he can no longer get access to Melody, what else is he going to do? What could he possibly do to these children? No, people don't want to hear it, but let's think about it for a second. What else could he possibly do? He's a danger to Melody and by extension to their children, in my opinion. I feel like he doesn't even care. Like, you know, when someone is so unhinged that they don't even care anymore. Because why else would you message her? Let's not forget the fact that he messaged her, I'm sorry, a million times. Was that about the children? No, it wasn't. So by court order, that is in violation of the court order. And the fact that he continues to do that means he has no regard. He doesn't care. It's like he's begging to go to jail. And I think he needs to be obliged. Maybe he needs to be in there and reflect on his behavior. Never seen Martel take accountability and have lasting accountability. Martel will take accountability partly, then say, oh, well, Melody was doing our ish. It was when Melody and I were doing our ish. No, you were the one that impregnated your paramour multiple times and she chose to keep this last one. Nobody forced you to continue to engage with this woman after promising your wife that you are not going back there. Yet you continued. She has left you to be happy with your paramour and you have chosen to not allow her to live her life in peace. Instead, you're constantly trying to change the narrative and make it seem like she cheated on you. Even if she cheated, who cares? She didn't have a baby on you, sir. And before you guys get sensitive, I didn't say she cheated. I'm just saying, like, worst case scenario, let's even say she did. Could that be compared with years of you continuously cheating with your paramour and making multiple babies with your paramour? Of course not. So we don't care. When you look at the court order, it literally says that after posting his appeal bond, defendant has continuously contacted the victim. Continuously. That means more than one time. We've seen one time. This is now the second time about the district attorney. I suspect there are many more times outside of those things, in my opinion. You are in court with this person, yet you blatantly disregard the fact that anything you say and do can be used against you in court. How dumb do you have to be? Imagine sending a text message knowing fully well that text message can be screenshot and provided to the court. Are you stupid or something? Or you just don't care? I feel like he just doesn't care. He's used to getting away with anything and everything he wants to do. I personally feel it started from childhood. I don't think his mother ever held him accountable. His father was never really present, so he was not there to hold him accountable. And I feel like that continued over time to become who he is today. His friends cannot hold him accountable because he knows all their secrets, in my opinion. And so anyone who makes themselves a target for him by holding him accountable, he would retaliate against. And I feel like he's retaliating against Mel because finally Mel chose to hold him accountable and leave the relationship, and he just cannot deal with it. If you're truly happy with your paramour and with yourself, leave her alone. Even if you're not happy, leave her alone. You made your choice. You made your bed. Now lie in it. So now, based on this order, he cannot contact Melody indirectly or directly about anything whatsoever. And I love that for her, because indirectly means he can be sending his minions. At least now he can't even send Destiny, whoever else he tries to send to Melody, in my opinion. I feel like that just needs to be cut out. I love how they also said whatsoever. So text messages, calling, indirectly standing in front of a yard, whatever the case may be, you cannot contact directly or indirectly. Do you guys feel like he is going to break this new order, or do you feel like he will finally follow it? Let me know in the comment section below. I feel like I'm tired of him and I don't have to deal with him. Imagine what Melody is going through. So you guys, let's have some grace for Melody and other women dealing with these sorts of exes. Is not a great place to be at all. Anyways, give this video a like, share, and don't forget to let me know what you think in the comment section below, and subscribe. If you still haven't subscribed, what are you doing? Just hit that subscribe button. It's a free commitment. Make sure you turn on all your notifications so you know every single time that I post, and I'll see you guys in the chat. See you later. Thank you. Bye.